Captain John Tinsley. He was the captain on my Special Forces team. And I remember being on our four-wheeler, going around a bend, getting ready to check the road that we were going to cross, and seeing a big cloud of dust and smoke. And we were firing artillery at the time, so I thought that an artillery round had gone short. And one of my teammates was like, "No, man, I think somebody just hit an IED." So we got on the four-wheeler and we drove through a minefield straight towards a truck, and sure enough, John's side of the truck had been blown up. And so we checked his heart rate and found out that he was dead, and pulled the other two guys out of the truck. And the last thing I remember about John is picking up his shoe with his foot still in it. And it caught me by surprise, because I went to pick up a shoe and expected it to weigh what a shoe weighs. And so now every time I put on my shoes, I think about his foot still being in the shoe. And to make sure that I'm honoring him every day. That's what I remember.
What does it mean to be a Christian from a warrior perspective?
I mean, Jesus was a warrior. It doesn't take much to pull a trigger when you're surrounded by the enemy. It takes a whole lot to have some patience and to love your enemy. And I never figured that out while I was in the military. It took me going into a hole and getting pulled out by some brothers that are here tonight for me to realize that it's okay to feel the way I felt, and that I'm not alone in doing that. And knowing that if you need a battle buddy, if you need somebody to watch your back, all you literally have to do is pray, and God is right there listening. And Jesus kind of paved the way for us to know what to do and how to do it. And that's a very simple thing, but it's not at all easy. And living a hard life is definitely a warrior's life. That's what it means to me.